What's up, YouTube? I am coming with you today to show you my opinion on the best deck for the new format of January 2014. Happy New Year again, guys. I have been researching this format a lot. I've been playing it since I heard about it, and I feel like this deck is going to be the best deck this format. It's Fire Fist. 4 axes, not 3 exceeds with 4. Just straight 4 axes. Just because this deck has the potential to go off and go off again and go off again, and the 3 tanky coming back to 3, like, people like, oh, that's not a big deal, it was at 2. The 1 extra Rhoda in your deck is a huge deal. On top of that, you can use so many other combos with, like, Dragon to bring back 2 tribute 2 fire formations to bring back a Fire Fist, or Fire King or Tiger King's effect to tribute 3 to special summon 2 Fire Fist in defense. It's just way too good. And having Wolf Bark now, it's just OP. It's way too good. This deck may not be the best deck after the new set because of all the Boojins and Gravekeeper support, but it will still be tier 1 for sure. I think right now the best decks are Prophecies for sure. Prophecies probably are one of the best decks, but I feel like this deck and Prophecies like butt heads. Prophecies in this deck are probably the best deck. Sitting in tier 1 right now is Mermills, Boojins, and I don't even know really about Mermills and Boojin. I don't know. Like, tier 1 is hard to explain because you don't really know. Like, those are both really good decks right now. It's I just know for a fact that the best deck right now is the Fire Fist because they just get over everything. And Prophecies are just way too good because they can still do their plays. The 1 Fate, it kind of hurt them, but they just run more traps now. So, yeah, that's my opinion. But I think a lot of you will agree with me that this deck is really good. So, yeah, now let's go into the deck. I start off with my 3 bears. I was lucky and I have ultimates. Yeah, so, and they're all first ed, so I'm pretty proud of that. I was going to build this deck before the ban list hit it, or I was going to build it, yeah, before the ban list hit it. I was actually going to build the 3 exceeds because I heard about the Vulcan and all that. And so I decided, okay, well, I'm going to put it to the side. I almost traded it. I'm glad I didn't because these guys are going to go up with all the new stuff, hopefully. And so now you run 3 Dragon. This is a card that people are debating on. This card is way too good. First off, you can normal summon this, activate Tensu, bring out your trap card face down. The trap card's good in itself, but then and then you can exceed and go into Tiger King and do your plays. So then you have an automatic 3 fire formations at the end turn for next turn. Then you can tribute and bring these 2 back. There's a combo right there. And what else is cool about this guy is you contribute 2 face-up fire formation spell or trap cards you control to the graveyard. Target 1 Fire Fist monster from your graveyard and special summon that target. It doesn't say an attack or defense either, and it still can attack, so it's kind of busted. Bring back a bear, pop a card, attack both, and then exceed. Really good cards. Kind of like I would say kind of like a caster a little bit, but you gotta tribute some stuff, but the fire formations are dead after you get their effects off, except Tensu. But yeah, so he's really good, and it gives you more open slots. Finally, no, not finally, but the last card I play at 3 is Wolf Bark. Wolf Bark's just way too good because you can just normal summon it, bring back a Fire Fist, bear, pop a card, exceed, go for another tanky to get effect. So many options. But you have to run the the Tiger King at 3. I'm gonna talk about these 2 in a little bit, the Tiger King and the Cardinal, just to give you a little bit of background on those. So yeah, those are really the only main 2 exceeds you want to run. I would max out on Tiger King for sure though, because he's definitely the best exceed in this deck. This deck is all about exceeding, because if you can't exceed, you're screwed. And then I play 1 Blaster. Just because the Blaster it's 2800 beat stick that you can bring out, and it gets over problem cards really easily. Like, let's just say if you have Vanity's Emptiness bothering you, pop it. So many good plays with him. I only run one gorilla and one of the boar. A lot of people are playing these at 2 each. You don't need them at 2. This guy's only good if you're gonna synchro, and I only synchro for Crimson Blader once, maybe, or the really good Fire Fist guy. So I feel like he's just better as a 1v1. And then gorilla. I mean, it's a good card, but I only pop like one. I only use his effect like once, and I have so many spamming cards like Dragon and Tiger King, so I feel like it's just good like that. And then you need your 2 Maxi and your 2 Veiler. These are really good. I've never played Maxi and Veiler in my life, but in this deck it's needed for sure because you have like no monsters, and you just need it. It's there for a reason. And then of course my favorite card, 3 Tanky. 3 Rotas on steroids, because you get the Rota effect and you have the 100 gain, and it can be used for bear and all that. Just way too good. 2 Tensu. Tensu just lets you get another normal summon. It's really busted. A lot of people play it at 3. You only need it at 2 though, just because it's just there for that normal summon, and yeah, and then you can run 2 of these. Goku is actually really busted, guys. A lot of people didn't see the potential in this when it came out, but to be able to target a card and they cannot activate back is better than MST. Not saying you don't need MST in this deck, because you do, but and then it's just so good because they can't activate back, and then they have to MST it if it's a good card they need. So many plays with this card. 3 MST. Because back row is probably the hardest thing against this deck. If they Mirror Force you or Torrential you, it's kind of bad. So you have to kill all the back row. Book of Moon, like I said, it's going to be a main staple, I think, in this format, just because it's that one card that you can play, and it's so good. 3 Lance. Lance is just really good, because if they target you with anything, just go Lance, and then it's gone. So it's really good in this deck. Or if they're attacking you and it's a big beef or a big monster and you want to get damage with Fire Fist Bear, and just lance it and get Bear's effect. It's so good. Only 2 of the Tensu for the trap starting up. Only 2 of these guys just because 3 is not good. It does have a good effect, but you don't get Dragon off that much, and just drawing this card is, in my opinion, really bad. So yeah. That's my opinion on that. And then the 1v1, Solemn, Compulse, Torrential, and Bottomless. And then I run 2 Phoenix Chain and 2 Mirror Force for my last traps. I feel like Phoenix Chain is really good because if they have if I'm playing Mirror Match or if I'm playing Bujins and they go Bujin Yamato, I'll just Phoenix Chain that and then I'll pop it next turn, so it's not a problem. I don't know. That's personal opinion. Bujins are really hard against this deck just because they can spam so quick and protect their monster from Bear's effect. But other than that, yeah. I like the deck a lot. It's really good. And the Wolf Bark just makes it over the top. Gonna talk about the Exceeds quick. These 2 guys right here. This guy is your main Exceed. He when he exceeds somebody, he lets you set a fire formation from your deck to your hand, spell or trap. And then the effect that a lot of people don't read is you can, when this card, or you can, it's a skill drain in itself at 2 when you bring it out. Detach 1 to basically negate the effects of all face-up cards on the field until the next turn. But the effect that a lot of people didn't read is you can send 3 face-up fire formation spell or trap cards to the graveyard to special summon 2 level 4 Beast Warrior type monsters with the same attack from your deck in defense mode. So you get to special summon from your deck. That's a plus. But they're in defense. But I mean, that's still good. You still get the Exceed for the next turn. So you're going to be bringing him out. But this guy's also good too. This is basically your return guy. What you do with Cardinal is, I play this at 2, and then I play this guy at 3, just because they're both really good. But Cardinal says, you can detach both of your materials from this card. Then target 2 Fire Fist, Fire Formation cards in your graveyard. So return 2 cards, basically, fire cards, or on your side of the field, and 2 of your opponent's cards in their graveyard, or on their side of the field. So return 2 of your cards in your graveyard, return 2 cards on their side of the field, shuffle them into the deck. It's just so busted. Because if you're playing against, and you have like a busted field, and you just need that last push to win, and they only have 2 back row, just return the 2 back row. GG's. Oh, I'm sorry, no, my bad. It has to be face up. I thought I said that wrong. Okay, so return 2 face up monsters, and all you have to worry about is the back row then. It's still a really good card, guys. Anyways, YouTube, this is my opinion on the best deck this format. Let me know what you think. Rate, comment, subscribe. Peace out, guys.